welcome to Woman today. I'm your host, Jen Maseda, and we have a really fun show today and a very important show because how you style yourself for your personal brand and your personal image is so crucial for the success of your business and also for your personal success and how you feel about yourself. So with us today is my personal stylist and my favorite stylist of all time and my only stylist of all time, and that is Kate Taylor. So Kate, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's a huge honor. I'm excited to be here.
We are going to talk about so much, and we already have. Yes. So I hope people are going to check us out on some of our social platforms because they'll see some behind the scenes hilarity.
Chit chat.
Yeah, to set up for this. I'm excited to talk to you, one, because mostly I see you doing great style options, but I've never asked you how you got started and what drove you to fashion styling.
So it's a really interesting story. I like to say that I became a stylist by way of pre-med. So
that's awesome.
The way everyone becomes a stylist,
of
right?
Course.
I was going to be a doctor. Worked at Children's Hospital Boston for years and was working with doctors, and I was doing fashion and beauty on the side.
Okay.
And it was just kind of a hobby, a personal passion. Was doing it, wasn't getting paid for it, was just doing it because I loved it. And once I had a little come to Jesus moment and realized I didn't want to go to medical school, I started pursuing it as a full-time thing and was working in makeup for a while, working with an artist in the city, and got to see a lot of the styling behind the scenes for photo shoots and celebrities and all of that kind of stuff, and work hand in hand with them, which was super fun. And then I just kind of realized I wanted to chart my own path. I wanted to really work with women that were like us, that were just, doing amazing work, giving back to the community, giving back to their industry, whatever it was, but didn't either have the time or the expertise on knowing how to show up for themselves visually.
Right.
So started my own business and been doing it now for over 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and love my every day. I get to work with women in all kinds of different fields, doing all kinds of different things, and making sure that they're feeling the best that they can and feeling confident and looking beautiful. So.
Yeah, and it's not just about image in what you wear. It's a lot about that level of confidence, and you have some great services that I want to talk about, but you speak a lot about selecting items that make you feel great, that look good on you because people compliment you in that color scheme. But also the psychology behind color is so critical. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of differences between a color you like or, I always say try to drop the rules in the story. So we've told ourselves over the years, I don't look good in orange, or I only look good in blue, or I can't wear anything but black. Like a lot of these, definites that we've told ourselves for whatever reason. So there's definitely colors that we feel like we look good in or we are drawn to more than others. But you have to also take into consideration there is psychology behind color. So, for example, someone really might love hot pink or might really love those kind of like neon colors. And super fun to wear, like nothing wrong with wearing them, but the psychology behind what that color is saying is fun and just like, maybe frivolous or just a good time or laughing, which is great. If that's something you want to convey, that you're a fun personality, you're always going to be laughing, having fun with your clients or with the people that you're, FaceTiming with or having interactions with, that's great. But if you are someone who's saying, well, actually what I want people to see me as is confident and put together and polished and, the go-to expert or whatever it is that you want people to see you as, you have to take into consideration that the colors you're wearing aren't vibing with the psychology of what you're actually
the image
saying.
you're trying to portray.
Yeah,
right.
And it doesn't mean you lose hot pink. Like, for example, today I'm wearing a hot pink lip.
Right.
So maybe you bring the hot pink in with an accessory.
Right.
So like a necklace or a lip or a shoe or something like that. You can still hold true to your style, but make sure that you're aware of what the colors you're wearing and even the styles you're wearing are saying to the people that are seeing you. Because you have 3 seconds to make a first impression.
Yeah.
And you can't change that.
No, you changed my life when you taught me that, truly.
Yeah.
But as I said, off camera, coming up with an outfit, going to the grocery store, seems a little
daunting.
Maybe not daunting, but like a waste of time. Like I'm just going to the grocery store.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, when you go to that grocery store, there's like 10
You're
people
gonna
that
see
you're going to
people.
see
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
either potential customers, potential clients,
Yeah.
or people that could be helping you if they had a particular image about
Sure.
you.
Right. And my rule of thumb with this is don't make it more difficult than it should be.
Okay.
So find the things that you love and that you love wearing and that you're passionate about wearing, and maybe just switch it up a little bit. So if you have things, usually what I have found in my industry is that we wear 20% of our wardrobe 80% of the time.
True.
So you're wearing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Maybe it's just convenience because you see it, or maybe it's convenience because you know it fits, whatever it is.
Yep.
So we haven't taken the time to see what the rest of that 80% in our closet is like, either because we can't see it because it's in the back, or it's stuffed together and you're like, I don't even want to deal today. So you have to take the time to really look at the other pieces in your wardrobe, maybe just 5 pieces a day, so you can start incorporating them into what you love wearing already. So if you have a favorite pair of jeans and a favorite top, I always say, great, keep them, but just switch them up with something else. So wear your favorite pair of jeans with a new shirt, or a shirt that still has the tag that's in your closet, or a shirt you haven't worn in a long time. And if it makes you feel amazing, you feel good when you put it on, you just made another outfit.
Right.
Same thing with the top. If you have a top that you love, try it on with a different pair of jeans, or a pair of shorts this time, or maybe even a skirt, and see how you feel. It's a great way for you to also slim down the closet. So if you're trying on at least 5 pieces a day that you haven't tapped, now you're looking at them and putting them on, all of a sudden you get to say, actually I do love it, and that's a whole nother outfit. And if you don't love it, then you know it's time to let it go.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to go into my closet, and you just described my closet perfectly, although I stepped it up because I knew you were coming.
Excited.
So
I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be that excited. You might be a little scared, but we're going to be right back, and we're going to talk with Kate a little bit more about body image, and there's so many different shapes out there, and how to make a selection based on your shape as well, and what pieces really would work for you. And then after that, we are going to check out my closet, so you don't want to miss this because I really worked hard to make it neat. So we'll see. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Woman to Woman Today. I'm your host, Jen Maseda, and today we are talking with Kate Taylor of Kate Taylor Styling. And in our last segment, we were talking a bit about branding and personal branding. Can you just define that for us?
Yeah, so your brand is anything that you want to be seen or known for.
Okay.
So if you are, a stay-at-home mom, but you want to be seen as very into the school activities, or very attentive, or very put together, or very polished, that's a brand.
Got it.
If you run an empire, there's a brand, and you want it to be like the go-to, like for example, I want to be seen as the go-to stylist. So if that's my brand, I want to figure out what words are important to me that people see me as. So I want to be seen as put together. I want to be seen as polished with a little bit of edgy and stylish, but also fun. So I want everyone to know that when they see my pictures, they will get those feelings. So that's your brand, how you're showing up in your photos, how you're showing up on video, how you're showing up in person. The nonverbal cues you're giving, eye contact, the colors, the way you're putting the outfit together are all part of your brand. So you want to be the visual representation of that. So if there is a message that you want to say or you want to be seen about who you are, you should be the walking billboard of that.
Yeah.
You should be those words coming to life, basically.
Okay. Now, there are a lot of trends that are constantly, we're bombarded with, you should wear this, you should have this on in order to be of the moment.
Yep.
So how do you stay on top of those trends, and how do you select the things that you really want to invest in?
Yeah, so there's a difference between trendy and being on trend. So trendy are things that are just going to be out for the moment. For example, right now, it's a lot about the structure of the top. So cold shoulder, off the shoulder, one shoulder, slits down the shoulder. A lot of things that are happening right now for the structure of the piece. Some colors that you'll see, the army green and light pink, things like that. Those things are current trends. Now, to stay on trend, you want to have some way that you're bringing those things into your current wardrobe. So wearing the pieces that you love, your basics, but bringing something in that is on trend that brings your outfit to a relevant place. So it doesn't mean buying all new wardrobe pieces. It does mean maybe getting an accessory at H&M or Zara or Target or somewhere like that that you can bring in and feel like it's more on trend. You're making the outfit relevant to the current time. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And you also mentioned the amount of dollars that you should spend on those.
Yeah. So you don't want to go crazy with
Right.
trendy pieces, right? Because they're going to fade in a couple months. So, and especially if it's something that you got that's very funky and fun and you're loving it right now and you're wearing the heck out of it right now, you're more than likely going to get sick of it. So you don't want to have spent hundreds of dollars on this
Right.
earring,
Right.
and then in a couple months you're like, I'm bored with it. You want to be able to feel like you can let it go at the end of the season without feeling any kind of guilty, regret, shame feeling.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, so I think that we should go to my closet.
Okay.
And
I'm excited.
Okay, so am I.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Good.
definitely am. I think I tried really hard to make sure that you could see everything.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big piece. I mean, that's a big piece of why people don't wear what they have is they can't see it.
Right.
Truly. It's
Yeah.
not that it's a bad item or a bad piece or, something that doesn't even fit anymore. Literally, it might be that they just can't see it.
Okay. All right. All right, so stay with us because we're going to dive into my closet. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Woman Today. I'm your host, Jen Maseda, and we are standing in front of my closet with Kate Taylor of Kate Taylor Styling. And Kate, you're going to walk us through what you do
Yes.
with a client typically.
Right. So what I typically do when we first meet is with any kind of a client, doesn't matter if you have a business or you don't,
Okay.
I say, what do you want to be seen as? So if you have a brand, what do you want the brand to be saying? And at least 5 words. Or if you just want to freshen up the closet, what do you want the end goal to be? What do you want that to be? So if you were to tell me off the top of your head, I know you haven't planned this, so
Yeah.
3 to 5 words of how you want to be seen.
Yeah. Well, I took your webinar, so
Okay.
I did think
So you
about
did do
it
this.
before.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I would say confident.
Okay.
I would say also stylish mom, and I add
Okay.
the mom to it because I don't need to be seen as solely, a young stylish person. I
Okay.
need to be seen as a put together mom that still cares about herself.
Let's go with that. So
All
we
right.
have confident, stylish mom, a little bit of an edge, and comfortable.
Yes.
Okay. So what I do, and this is what anyone can do, by the way, at home. You can do this on your own. Just the benefit of having an expert with you is they can see what you can't. You already have in mind how your clothes work.
Right.
You know how you've worn this before.
Right.
If ever. You know what you've done with it. I can do 20 more things with it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So that's the benefit of an expert.
Okay.
But because this is your closet, it's your personal place, and you have ultimate veto power, what I like to do is you have 3 categories, and I say, you can tell me, I love it, it fits great, I'm not sure, I want you to look at it with me, or I'm so sick of it, let's get rid of it. I'm just going to hold up a couple pieces, and you get to say you're one of the 3.
I love it. I think it fits great.
Okay.
I like the color, and it's but I want your
Perfect.
opinion because you.
Yeah. No, so here's the thing. When I'm
So
going
everything
through,
in there, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
no, not true.
you won't. You
No,
actually
I
won't.
won't.
Anything that pops up to me is something that, like, I think it's like,
Oh, okay.
ugh, I will.
You're gonna be like, I don't really care what you say.
Yeah.
You
I'll
are
be
never
like,
wearing this again.
I'll
It's
ask more
ridiculous.
questions.
Okay. Are you sure
Yeah.
that you really like it?
Like, tell me why you like
Why?
stuff like
Okay.
that.
Okay. I'm not sure. I want you to tell me.
Okay. So then we would put that aside. So let's get
Okay.
a couple of those,
Okay.
and we'll talk about
All
them.
right. I love it.
Yeah, that's super cute.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
You have a lot of super
Just
cute.
kidding.
Okay.
I love that. I just got it,
Yep.
and I feel like it's on trend. Like it's
Yep.
the whole,
Kimono.
wearing your kimono
Yep.
out. It's not
Super
really a
cute.
bathrobe, and I've seen it styled with just a regular white tank and some ripped jeans, and it kind of looks. I think it looks good.
Yeah, I like this. This is an example of something that's really on trend right now. Kimonos, robes, things like that.
Yeah.
Really cute. It's a great thing to do, like you said, with jeans and pumps.
Okay.
Really, really nice.
Styles it up.
And it's
Okay.
a way for people, you said comfort is a big thing.
Right.
It's a really good way to have your t-shirt and a comfortable pair of jeans, but then you throw on a pair of pumps or espadrilles or wedges or something.
Yeah.
And you get to call it a day.
Nice, and you
So-
look pulled together.
Yeah,
Okay.
you look pulled together. And so other ways that you can wear t-shirts are, like I said, the robes, something like this, like a jacket
Yeah.
like this, or a bomber, or, kind of a baseball jacket. Lots of layering pieces are ways that you
Yeah.
can do that.
And I've heard that you're supposed to wear 3 items. Does that make sense? Where
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
Yeah, is that it's like
Every
a
day, you
mathematical
mean?
equation almost. Maybe not every day, but in order to feel completely pulled together, there is an equation.
Yeah, it makes sense. Your third item can be a necklace. It could be the kimono. It could be a great pair of shoes. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say at least 3.
Okay. When we come back, we're going to talk about what next steps Kate typically does with her clients, and we're going to learn much, much more. So stay with us. Hi, welcome back to Woman Today. I'm Jen Maseda. We're talking about fashion here with Kate Taylor of Kate Taylor Styling. And the pieces from the last segment, Kate had me put on, and I literally came out of the bathroom wearing it in the way that I probably would have tried to wear it. So, Kate, what am I, obviously, I never would have worn this again because I think it looks ridiculous like this.
Yeah.
And then
it does. This is not a good look.
This is not a good
right
look.
here.
You should not ever, never.
This is a never.
It's a never.
But we can open it.
Yeah.
If we were to do some really cute, accessories, maybe a cute pump, this could be a look. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I actually think it looks cute. I just think for where we started in the beginning and we talked about what you're doing with your style, where we're headed with it, this doesn't fall in line with that.
Okay.
So this would be a piece that I could say very with, confidence that I think it's time to let it go. We've tried.
All right, we tried it. Good. No, it's good to know.
So now this was another one that you were unsure of.
Yes.
And
so I would literally wear it with this shirt too, probably because of the contrast between the white and the blue.
Yeah. So I actually really like this. This is an example of something that is very on trend. The kimonos we were talking about and the robes. This is great. The only thing is I would not do it with a flat. So we talked about ways to make you look taller.
Yes.
Something like a robe or a kimono is adding length as long as we give a height lift.
Okay, perfect. All right.
So we want to just do this with a pump, and it could be just a skinny jean into a pump. It could be a cropped boyfriend, something like that. Okay. Skinny though. Yeah. Because this is flowy. So another rule is flowy on top, then it needs to be fitted on the bottom. Okay. So it needs to balance. You can't have flowy onto flowy because that just adds weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a yes.
Yeah, that's a yes.
Okay.
Now, I won't really put it over this, but just for
but just to see that. Okay.
We'll just see how this looks.
Okay. Thank you.
Obviously, we would not have this under it normally, but we just wanted to throw it on to see the fit. So it would be a little bit more up. It is gigantic for you though. Like it's just, if you can see here, there's just so much extra.
Well, I mean, should it be fitted?
It shouldn't be fitted because it's a flowier top, but this is too much. Okay. This is, you got a medium and you probably could have done an extra small. Okay. Yeah. So
can I tailor it or no, don't bother? I mean, would the seams line up?
You could certainly ask. It's worth asking. But what it should look like, turn a little bit this way. That's more of what it should look like. Okay. So now we see the waist here, there's less fabric here, and you can't tell. I'll do this in the front, so I'll show you how much I was holding. I was holding that much.
Wow.
So that's what I call fabric fat. Yeah. It just adds weight. As you see, when it's just hanging there, it's like just hanging.
What's happening to it?
We still get the same feel of it. Right. With less fabric. Yeah. Okay.
I love it. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, try to get it tailored. I think it's a great piece. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I actually really enjoy the lace and making it a lace overlay over a tank or something like that. You could put a colored pump with it. You could do, these would be great with it actually. These guys. Actually, those are flat. But if this was a pump,
if it was higher.
This had height. Yeah. This would be great.
And this is that pink color that you were talking about, just infusing a couple of pieces with the trend color.
Exactly. I really like these shoes, but I would give a little height to this, and it would be perfect.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Well, we appreciate you being here.
This has been a blast.
This has been a lot of fun. Yeah.
We have had a lot of fun.
Yeah, lots of laughs. We appreciate it. Yes. Thanks for going through my crazy closet and for all the guidance that you've given to me and also to our viewers, because how you wake up every day and how you begin your day is it's such a gift to be able to feel great about yourself, and I feel like that's what you do, and that's certainly what you've done for me. Something funny that I have told you already is that when I look at an outfit, I think, what would Kate do? And that's my mantra. What would Kate do?
I'm going to start to have bracelets.
Yeah, I will get one. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Kate Taylor.
You're so welcome.
It was a blast. We had so much fun. All right, please remember to watch us on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Woman to Woman Today. Also, like us, share us, and give us your comments. We love comments. We love hearing from our viewers about our guests, but also about what you want to see next. So thanks for being with us on Woman to Woman Today. I'm Jen Maseda. Join us next time. Come be inspired with us.